This is High Mass Sunday. We're just going to run through everything we need to run through. Opening hymn, What Child Is This? We're not going through that. Enjoy it. Oh, because it goes up. Don't listen. Yeah. Okay, start from et exultet in the middle of that line. Et exultet qui genuit te, cum delecta tabernacula tua, Domine virtutum, concupiscit et deficit anima mea, in atria Domini. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sic ut erat in principio, et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Exultet Gaudio Pater Justi, Gaudeat Pater Tuus et Mater Tua, et exultet qui genuit te.
Exultet. No, exultet.
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 Yep. It's a mouthful. All right. After that's the Kyrie. We're not going to go through it. After that's the Gloria. All Mass of the Shepherds. We have not done the Gloria yet in this season. Do you want to go through it?
Sure, as long as it promises to sing fast.
Yes.
Absolutely. Promise to do what?
Sing fast.
My eyes
Don't worry, you
are
don't have any
hurting.
solos in this one.
It's actually hurting my eyes.
All right.
So he'll do his, I'll give you this.
And are you playing the A on top there? There you go, because that'll just be the alto note. 1, 2. Et in terra vox hominibus ponebur voluntatis, laudamus te, benedicimus te, adoramus te, glorificamus te, gratias agimus tibi, propter magna gloria tuam, Domine
heard of them? I'm on number 1, or 2. Why?
I was listening back to the lessons and carols, which sounded really, really good, by the way. I'm really proud of y'all.
And you couldn't hear me.
I couldn't hear that.
You couldn't hear them?
On some things. I could hear
From here.
from here.
From the recording.
Yeah,
I agree with you, but you could hear them. You can't hear them on the recording.
it's weird.
You can't, I couldn't hear the organ either.
It's weird.
Because
So-
what's, I mean, has to
The
do-
sound, it's the sound system.
I was wondering if it was like which stop you were
I
on.
was playing things louder. I actually was playing things on 3 at Lessons and Carols. Which this is my,
What does that mean? 1, 2,
like,
3.
my stops, the stops that I have, the
okay,
presets that I have to select.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't hear anything anyway right now, so.
No, I went back and I listened also. I especially wanted, when I went home, I especially wanted to listen to Little Mortal Flesh.
Oh, that was so good.
It was, but it didn't come
It sounded
across that
so
way
good.
on the recording.
But
on
it
the
sounded
live
so
stream.
good.
It did. I couldn't hear the organ at all. I couldn't
couldn't
hear
hear-
them singing.
It was really weird.
It
I
was
went
very.
home hoarse, you couldn't hear us.
That's what I said, I thought it was loud from the beginning.
I
Not
know.
on the live, did you listen to the live
It was
stream?
weird.
You can't hear that, you cannot hear it.
It was really weird.
My wife said she thought she heard Steve very out of it. on the
Yeah, there was
mic.
one, but that
Or
was.
that's because he was probably closest to that mic.
Right, I couldn't hear, I.
Well, whatever. I was gonna
And I
try
said,
to
"You-
mess
That's
with
why I asked him, I said,
with.
did you hear the tenor? You
'Cause
know,
I
and was
thought it
calling her about
was-
both the tenor and the bass.
Right.
And she said, no, I didn't hear it.
You
Well,
couldn't
guys
hear it
didn't.
unless you were here listening to it.
Right. I was gonna try messing around and like, cause I thought it was on the stuff that you were playing louder anyway, like for the congregation stuff, like the carols, that you couldn't hear them as much. So I was gonna try making it louder and see if that made a difference on the live stream. But
I think we need more microphones, so I have to do what it is, and it has to be something.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking on YouTube. But yes, I agree.
Well, I'll say it, and I also think that whatever we're doing with live stream is not pulling
Yeah,
the
it's
sound system
weird.
through well enough, because you could not, as a matter of fact, Little Mortal Flesh, which was fantastic, sounded off on the live stream, and it wasn't. It was very weird.
we'll figure it out.
Anyway.
We'll have to do it again.
We'll have to do it again.
All right.
Tenebrae.
Gradual.
Gradual.
Beati qui habitant in domo tua, Domine, in saecula saeculorum laudabunt te. Alleluia, alleluia. Veritus rex absconditus, Deus Israel salvator. Alleluia.
I tried to catch it twice, and you were good.
Can we go over the line 1 for a minute? I just got what? Unam petita domino, hac requiram
So unam petii ad
peti a domino.
ad domino hunc or anc. The H is silent. Anc requiram.
Hanc requiram.
Anc.
That's right. I know this, but I don't know why I'm saying that. Hanc requiram. Maybe
Ut
that's one.
in habitem.
Item in domo domini.
Mhm.
Okay, fine. No,
Good?
yeah,
Alright,
I just,
cool.
We're going through, are we using Credo from the Mass and the Shepherd?
I was planning on it.
Yeah.
Let's go through it.
So this is
it's in the packet that she sent.
It says Mass and the Shepherd, right?
Mm.
I couldn't remember. I have it here, but it felt weird looking at it.
We
Well,
didn't do
I
that.
recognize it because of
No, it just, I
Yeah.
didn't think it was gonna be there.
Yeah.
And it is there, and I put pros in together.
Okay. Is that the one you sent us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Ready, Jerry?
Let's see how fast we can do this.
Oh, tremor
scale going up. Yeah, go ahead, do it one more time.
Et unum Dominum Jesum Christum,
Filium Dei unigenitum, et ex Patris natum, ante abria saecula, Deum de Deo lumen delumine, Deum verum de Deo verum genitum non factum, consubstantialem Patri, per quim omnia facta sunt.
qui propter nomines,
Et propter nostram salutem descendit, descendit de celis, et incarnatus est de Spiritu Sancto, ex Maria Virgine, et homo factus est, crucifixus etiam pro nobis sub Pontium Pilatum, et resurrexit tertia die, secundum scripturas, et ascendit in caelum, sedet ad dexteram Patris, et in iterum venturus est cum gloria iudicae, vivos et multos, cuius regnum erit finis, et in Spiritum Sanctum Dominum et vivificantem, qui ex Patris Filioque procedit, qui cum Patre et Filio simulat orator, et cum glorificator, qui occultus est per prophetas.
et unam sanctum Catholicam,
Et apostolicam ecclesiam confiteorum baptismam in remissionem peccatorum,
et expecto resurrectionem,
resurrectionem mortuorum, et vitam venture seculi.
That new guy, Chris, it dawned on me, is he in line?
I told him not to go.
Oh, that was what my concern was, that it was gonna be,
Oh, he said he had something come up anyway, so he wasn't gonna be able to make tonight anyway.
oh,
So
okay. So I was like, if he's not in Remind, he's gonna be coming in this cold weather.
no, I told him not to come. All right, that was that. Offertory?
The shortest one I
I
had.
know.
Don't say that, we'll jinx it.
Yeah.
Ooh, we know these words very well. Jerry's like, yeah, unfortunately.
Tolerunt Iesum parentes eis in Jerusalem, ut sistent eum Domino.
Sorry, that's a different one. Domino. We don't usually go down the first
Oh,
time.
you know, yeah.
Oh, and look, it does say domino. There was a little bit of a discrepancy, whether it was domine, domina, domino. This says domino also. Who knew?
I almost want to do Tolerunt at the offertory now. I'm not going to.
Well, I'm not changing the stuff.
No, I'm not going to.
No, let's leave it.
Alright, Ave Maria.
I turned the page and I said, where are they at? And then I forgot there was another line.
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think Mary, you did the same thing.
I know, I'm like, where is she? And then I said, oops.
Let's pass this on to some Benedictus.
Yeah, really quickly, it could totally be, I can't hear right now. Was everybody solid on Nunc et in hora mortis nostre? That was the only place where I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're totally together on that.
Where?
It's the second to last line, last measure into the last line. If everybody felt fine on that, that's fine. That was just
Let's
the
do
one
it
place I
over.
couldn't hear.
Nunc.
Let's start from ora pro nobis peccatoribus,
Okay.
second measure of the second to last line.
Yeah, alright, never mind. Sorry.
Ah!
Sorry, I don't feel good. Alright, ready, let's go.
Nobis peccatoribus
Sanctus for right now, no Benedictus for right now, no Agnus Dei for right now. Next will be Tolerant Jesum. That's okay.
We're supposed to only come on the alto, right?
Hang on, really quickly.
Everybody was
Really
listening
quickly.
to the same time.
The first thing I'm going to say is that was really, really well done, no matter what any of you guys say.
Oh,
I'm going to go through and I'm going to help just fix a couple of things that were muddled through, and it's going to sound even better. But I would take that as
Yes,
tomorrow,
that was really
as
good.
Sunday. That was really good. Yes, we come in with the alto
with
Uzi
the alto,
staring,
okay.
and then we go up.
Cause you looked at me at the alto no, at the tenor, and I said, no, it's the altos.
Sorry, I thought I was looking at Mary. Mary is the tenor there. Okay, so Jerry.
Yes.
The second time around, you had all of those runs, but one thing I'm going to tell you, like a technique thing that'll just, again, enhance the sound of this. On the first page,
Mm-hmm.
let hour 2 be the note you come off on.
Okay, hold
So-
it until they come in?
Yeah, pretty much. So when I cue them, let that be the note you come off on.
Okay.
And what measure is that?
That's for Jerry. That doesn't count for us. It's on the first page.
Okay.
Okay.
There was a place, now that we're on Jerry, Jerry,
Mm.
said, oh, like you missed a note or something
Yeah,
on
it
that
was-
last.
That was on the
little-
second page. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where
But
was that?
what I was
At the
gonna
end of the
say.
second stanza there, going into the third.
Yeah, I was
I-
gonna go
I
through
missed
everybody's
that.
parts
Okay,
there.
okay.
Anyway, what I was going to say though was even if what happens at that section happens on Sunday, you did the exact right thing. You hopped out until you came to the next Utsi Stedin, which is where you knew exactly where you were and you came back in. So if that happens, that's totally fine.
Unless you say, oh.
It's a beautiful piece.
Ooh.
Isn't it pretty?
Beautiful piece.
It's so simple, 2
Yeah.
pages, but it begs a good punch.
It's so pretty. Okay, let's just start with the bass Utsi Stedin, then we'll do the alto Utsi Stedin, and then we'll do the soprano Utsi Stedin, and then we'll put it all together. too, I know that C sharp is a little bit high, but all you need to do is just really support yourself there and open your mouth nice and big, and that'll hopefully help you out.
I could do it when you normally would think you couldn't do it because you singled it out. I did then, but I couldn't do it.
That's okay.
I'll just keep practicing.
What I'd like to do is now put those two parts together.
Still have good stance, right?
Yes. Starting with your alto
Starting
measure?
with the alto.
Yes.
Ut sisterent, ut sisterent, est Dominum. Ut sisterent eum Dominum.
All right, everybody together?
Ut sisterent, ut sisterent, ut sisterent eum Dominum. Ut sisterent eum Dominum.
There we go. And that was that.
Good.
That was really good.
Okay, let's record it and play it on something.
Yeah.
Okay. If we had another week, I would say let's repeat from the Ut sisterens to the end, but we don't have another week, so that's okay.
But it is recorded, we have our part, so.
Yes. Yeah. But even then, if we sing it just as well, or even slightly not as well as the first time we sang it, that would be just fine for Sunday.
Yeah, that is it.
But yeah, that sounded pretty good actually. I'm very, very proud of y'all. And then Salve Pater Salvatoris. Did everybody get the new version of this?
It's
All the
here.
verses in there?
Yeah.
It was in the printout, right?
I don't know what was included in it.
No, I'm asking.
Second page, it had all of it so that you didn't have to hunt around.
Oh, yeah. I
It
do
now
have
looks
that.
like this.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll look for something, but I know I have it here.
Okay.
We don't know how many.
What does your
so I have-
SPP mean?
What?
SPP? Your
Sop-
notes?
soprano parts.
Oh, is that what we're gonna do or?
So
Where's that?
verse 1 will be, so that was written in our last rehearsal. Verse 1, anytime we do the refrain, always do parts. First and foremost. Anytime we do the refrain, always parts.
Oh, I didn't have that one.
Verse 1, soprano. Do you think we're gonna need a refrain between every measure? Or just keep it at every 2 or 3?
It's really so hard to say because that 2 line is so short.
Right. We will either sing 2 verses, refrain, sing 2 verses, refrain, sing 2 verses, refrain, or we will sing 3 verses, refrain, 3 verses.
So we're not starting with the refrain.
Sorry, we're starting with the refrain and we're ending with the refrain. So it will always start with the refrain and will always end with the refrain. Whether or not we repeat after 2 verses or after 3 verses, we'll decide on the day of. I'll hold up my hand either with a 2 or with a 3, and that'll tell you if we're repeating after 2 or if we're repeating after 3.
It would be easier to remember.
Or you can make your body
Because it's all
into
one
lowercase r.
You don't get it.
I agree, but I also don't want to run out of music. That's the only thing.
We'll just keep doing the refrain over and over.
Yeah, there you go.
Until they know it.
It's easy. You got it now,
Until
guys?
they start singing it.
Well, what's that pattern, soprano, or?
So we'll make it super easy. Verse 1 soprano, verse 6 soprano. All of the other parts do parts. I know that's not what we had originally said, but that'll be the
Oh, yeah,
easiest way
I
to
have
do
it
this.
here. R 1 and 2, R 3 and 4, R 5 and 6.
Right. That was assuming there's more people here.
Where's
So
What?
2 and 3, how are we working?
where's
Colleen's visiting her dad in Florida.
oh
So
Should be back.
it will either be
Coming back Saturday.
refrain verses 1 and 2, refrain verses 3 and 4, refrain verses 5 and 6, sopranos only verses 1 and 6.
1 and 6.
Or it'll be refrain 1, 2, 3, refrain 4, 5, 6, still sopranos verses 1 and 6.
okay. Still soprano verses 1 and 6.
Sopranos pretty much don't stop singing.
Yeah, I know.
And then we'll have to see how many
Verse
people come to the
and
high
6.
mass.
Verses, I should say.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do this. back to the refrain one more time.
Yeah.
What's that?
Then we would go back to the refrain in real life, but it's not real life right now.
It's not real life.
It's not real life right
This is not real life.
now. Alright. Any questions with this one? Cool. Let's do the communion proper.
Descendit Iesus cum eis, et venis Nazaret, et erat subdituis eis.
Oops.
What happened with
The knot is on the
Stop it
same.
afterwards, so I have to put it here and make sure that I stop. Because I'm gonna do a solo.
And it'll be Nazaret.
Nazaret.
Instead of Nazareth, there is no TH in Latin.
Nazaret.
And I think the programs that I sent out did not have Joy to the World. as
That's
the
okay.
acronym.
So instead of what's in Royal David City,
Yeah, Joy to
Once
the
in
World.
Royal David
Right.
City, but on the email was Joy to the World.
It's been
Right.
changed to Joy to the World.
right.
So it's Joy to the World?
Yes, which is number 126. We're not going through it. I love you guys, but I hope you know Joy to the World.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any questions regarding high mass?
If there are, keep them to yourselves.
Oh, God.
We don't feel like
Jeez.
answering questions. Quarter up.
All right, now y'all ready to do the high mass for February?
No,
You already sent that.
I know.